All right, so the first thing you want to do is warm up the engine. Maybe you don't want to do this on a cold engine. Pretty much you just want to make sure it's warm, as you can see there. And you want the oil between 180 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, as you can see there on your view. The reason for this is because the carbon softens, the cleaner is able to clean it and work a lot better when it's warm, with a warm airflow and lower risk of stalling, right? So, and you also protect your turbo, because we will be holding this at 2,000 RPM while I spray into the intake. So I'll show you guys that here in a second. So that's the first step. Warm up the engine, make sure the oil is at operating temp, and let's go on to the next step. All right, so the reason we're doing this is because these are GDI engines, which means that the injectors are they inject fuel directly into the cylinder. So the valves never get cleaned by gasoline. So you have all these carbon deposits that get onto it. So the reason we're doing this is to clean those intake valves that never get flushed by gas. So we already took some preventative maintenance by adding a catch can. That way we can catch the oil before it goes back into the cylinder, because that's what typically they do. Any mist goes back into the cylinder to be burned off, but those carbon deposits end up on the intake valves. So we did some preventative maintenance with the catch can already. Now we're going to go ahead and do the valve cleaning, so we can go ahead and remove any deposits that are on our valves. So let's get to it. Okay, so your throttle body is located right here. So what you're going to need to do is disconnect this inlet right here, this intake hose. The intake hose will be released from here. You'll open up access to the throttle body. We'll go ahead and spray into this while we have our good friend Christian, cousin, he's in the car. He'll be in there actually holding the RPM at 2,000 while I spray in here for 45 seconds. Then you do that, you let it sit for 45 to 60 minutes, you let it sit, and then you go for a drive, and that's pretty much the process. So let's go ahead and show you that part right now. Okay, so just loosen up this clamp with a 7mm. Okay, so it's going to loosen up the intake hose clamp. It's loose right there. All right, so now we got the hose clamp loosened. Just want to pull it off. Kind of be careful with it. You just kind of have to use some force, but it will come off. Be careful with the map sensor over here. So it's kind of pry against the plastic housing. Just be careful not to break it. You know, I think I will be removing this. So map sensor, all you have to do is just move it back here and over the clip, and then just pop it up. All right, here's the map sensor. Kind of puts it to the side, out of the way. All right. There we have it, folks. Intake is out. The intercooler hose is out. So here's your throttle body right here, as you can see. Okay, that's the throttle body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this intake valve cleaner, and we're just going to spray in there for 45 seconds while we hold the RPM at 2,000. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So next thing we're gonna do is turn the car on, turn and spray in here for 45 seconds. I have to get my timer out, placing it here so I can see it. So here it's letting me know that we want the engine running at 2,000 RPM. Like I said, spray product in 1 second burst until can is empty. Engine RPM fluctuation is expected. If necessary, accelerate to avoid engine stalling during spray period. Do not exceed 3,500 RPM. Once the can is empty, accelerate the engine 2 to 3 times without exceeding 3,500 RPM and run at idle for 1 minute, then turn the engine off. So reassemble air intake system and let engine heat soak for 1 hour. Restart engine and drive at highway speeds for at least 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn it on and use this whole can. Hold it at 2,000 RPM. it gas, give it gas, give it gas. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And I'll put a rag right there just so the excess doesn't spill out. So you do this until the entire can is empty. That's the entire can. All right, so that's the can. Now accelerate the engine 2 to 3 times without exceeding 3,500 RPM. All right, and then let it run idle for 1 minute. Just let it run idle for 1 minute. All right, turn the engine off. So now we turn the engine off. We're going to go ahead and reassemble this here, and we're going to let this sit for 1 hour. Connect back the intake hose, the intercooler hose. So since I disconnected this, I'm gonna just take some matte sensor cleaner. I'm just kind of spray it down because I did touch a little bit of dirt. Just kind of let that dry, and then we'll put it back in. So 1 second here. Once we have this dry, we can put it back in. Just kind of just let that dry out, and then we just put this back into the hole. Kind of place it in kind of sideways, and then just kind of snap it in and twist. And there you have it. Map is in, and then you just tighten this up. Right here, sits right there. Just tighten it up with the 7mm. Okay, so now we let this sit for 1 hour. Once we are done with the 1 hour, we take it for a drive and we'll be good. All right, so it's 308. We'll come back at 408. All right, so it's been a little over an hour, but it's been soaking a little over an hour now. So let's go ahead and turn the car on. You will get a check engine light. That's just because we disconnected the intake and everything. So it should clear by itself. If not, we got to go in there and clear it out ourselves. So now we just got to go drive it and cleans it out by itself. All right, so it's the next day. I kind of took it out for a spin last night. Kind of just let the valves just burn up. But I got the OBD11. We're going to hook this up and clear the code. All right, so you just want to turn the car on. Got the engine. And connect to the OBD11. Connect. OBD11 2. Connecting. Tap to scan it. Click on this. And then all you're going to do is just clear all these codes. And then the engine, of course, was because of the chemicals we put in there. So we clear everything. Boom. And the exhaust pressure control valve A and B, is because I disconnected the valve control on the Audi earlier. So that's going to be there regardless. So we can try it, but it's going to come back on. That does not throw a check engine light. So you don't have to worry about that, but it will just continue to pop up because they are disconnected, right? So so it's going to continue to be there, but it's all right. So that's it. You are clear, and that's it. And like I said, that will clear once you turn the car back on. So turn this off, turn the car off, disconnect the OBD11, and you're good to go. Cleared. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Shebangin', baby!